Where's my broom? Where is my broom? Broom's over there somewhere. Yep. It'll only take a minute to scrape this off here. But, so I was trolling through. Well, not trolling through. I was reading Facebook this morning. And it was one of the M states, okay? I think it was Missouri? Minnesota. I don't remember. But anywho, they said they were going to end, the governor was going to end the $300 extra stimulus check, so that people are forced to go get a job. That really bothers me that, you know, the Democrats voted for a president who wanted everything free, free college, free health care, free, you know, oh, I don't have to go to work, that kind of stuff. And it just, you know, it just bothers me because, you know, America was never like that. I don't want me trying. You know what? That's up too steep. You guys ever hate that when you go to climb up a ladder and it's too steep? There. That's the proper angle. But I just hate how, you know, we have become such a governmental dependent nation that, oh, we have to depend on the government for everything. You know, we're too lazy to go to work like the rest of America and make a living. Well, thank you, dip-tarded Democratic idiots, for that. If you guys wouldn't have voted for Sleepy Joe, this wouldn't happen. That's just my own opinion on this thing. I mean, there's help wanted signs everywhere. I mean, the restaurant I worked for over the winter, they're dying for cooks. I mean, come on, how hard is it to go get a cooking job? It ain't that hard. Not unless you're you know, invalid and you can't cook for yourself. Then I could see that being a potential problem. Now, for those of you that know how to cook, like myself, I can cook. It's just I don't have time now. When that all changes, like if I ever get my own place or anything, then I'll have to make time to cook. But that's beside the point. You know, I got my mother and she does all the cooking, so, you know, yay. But back to what I was saying. Get this barrel here. Get it out of my road. So what I was saying was that, you know, these people just don't want to do nothing, and they're making it really hard pain in the butt for us people that want to work, because let me back up. I'm screwing myself. So basically what I was saying was that, you know, the government, they want everything, you know, that $300 extra per kid you have or whatever. Yeah, okay. That needs to quit, because I honestly feel, you know, that needs to come to a stop. And here's why. I feel that, you know, no, I don't feel, I know that people are taking advantage of that don't want to work. They're sitting at home on their butts, spitting out as many kids as they can, with their wife, girlfriend, significant other, just because the simple fact that they don't want to have to go to work. So they figure, oh, you know, let's spit out as many kids as we can, you know, so that I don't have to go to work. Yeah, that $300 extra money needs to quit, so that people are forced, yeah, I said it, and I offended a few of you that don't work, that people are forced to go back to work. If I would, you know, I would go back to the restaurant in a heartbeat. But, you know, God put me on this farm, and I'll work this farm. That restaurant, it was just a nice little winter gig, you know, for when there's nothing to do on the farm. It's springtime. We're doing stuff, you know. We're doing stuff. So let me quit the yibber yabbering and get back to loading my wagon and making a mess while I'm at it. And don't get me wrong, you know, before anybody goes and opens their mouth, oh, you should cook for your mother. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should once in a while, but not all the time, seeing as, you know, mother's role is to cook for the family. Ah, there, gotcha. Shut up. Okay, so here's one for you. Making friends, okay? I'm just gonna use this as a, well, not an example, a fact of life, is that, you know, because when I make a friend, do you work? That's the first thing I want to know. Outside of getting to know someone, is do you work? And if they say no, well, then how the heck, you know, are we going to, you know, Lord willing, be compatible or anything like that, you know? Meaning in terms of lady friends. That's just, and I can tell that they're perfectly capable of working. Because of their Facebook profile pics, of their pictures, if they're outside or stuff like that, then you are capable enough to work. More times than I really care to admit, have I had encounters with multiple, if not numerous, people that don't work, and it's like, I have to find myself thinking, I'm like, why? You know, I don't tell them this direct. I'm like, you're capable. These are just thoughts in my head. I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, you're perfectly capable of working, you know? It's just the fact that you've had mommy and daddy, you know, spoil you all this time, that you don't want to go get a job. And it makes it really, 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 really hard to make friends. But Like the old saying goes, don't cry over spilled milk. Or something like that. Now we get to play Let's Stack the Straw. Right, kitty? Right. So if I'm thinking correctly, this should at least get me about halfway, maybe just a little bit under. Hopefully. Okay, so let's just say, for example, no, not example. I met someone new, about 2-3 weeks ago, and she's from the wonderful, great state of Ohio. I save. I says to her, guys, all right? What smudgies right there? I says to this particular individual, I says, do you work? No, I'm on disability. I says to her, I think about it for a while. I really think about it for a while. For like 2 days or whatever. So we start talking and stuff. I still keep that in my mind. So we, keep talking or whatever, and we start discussing things, She's like, did you get the corona vaccination? I'm like, screw that. She's like, oh, well, since you're not getting the corona shot, we can't be friends. It's like, what? Since you don't believe in vaccines, we can't be friends. I'm like, screw it. She's like, just because you don't have the same morals and believe the same as me, we can't be friends. I'm like, whatever. Don't let the door hit you in the butt when you leave. I don't care anymore. I just don't. Where's the real women at that don't want to play games or whatever? Hello, are there any out there? So I just checked in with the manager at the restaurant, like I always do occasionally. Hi, how you doing? That kind of thing. Keep in touch, because I don't believe in, cutting people off completely. Once you leave a job or something. She's like, oh, everything's going all right. But the main cook, he left. I am 60, what'd she say, 60 years old or so? 62 maybe? I don't remember. And she's like, I am tired of being here 7 days a week with no help. Yeah. Thank you, Democrats. Thank you very much. So I was right. All that straw got the wagon over half full. Sweet. Just like I had it planned out. And there's something you don't see very often. Kids rolling around out in the driveway. They know warm weather's coming. Hey, I just said warm weather's coming. Don't run away.